In today's video, I'm going to gamble that rain will get me a good result at the Brazilian Grand Prix. But first of all, we need to talk about R and D. Basically, there's going to be a regulation change, and it's only on the aero side of things, which, well, if you looked at the start, that wing mirrors failed, but it's only a minor error, so I'm kind of intending to leave it. We'll need to purchase and have a look at those and adapt some of those parts as well. It is disappointing that it's not a complete overhaul as well. There's a weight reduction upgrade available, but it's only minor. I'm looking at majors, you know, something that's going to affect this. And I've got my eye on this tyre upgrade. Didn't have enough resource points to begin with it, but I do now, and it will still come in on a standard time in time for the Brazilian Grand Prix. So yes, and there's a bit of a discount. It's raining. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have full wet qualifying for the rain, for the sprint qualifying, excuse me, as you can see on screen now, and also there's going to be some rain in the race at some point too, as well as almost, goodness grief, almost went sideways on the pit exit.
Conditions don't look like they're shifting. We're predicting at least 20 minutes of heavy rainfall. Inters look like the best tyre for now.
Why, Mark, did you send me out on full wets? As I set a line time, excuse me, that's 2 seconds slower than the fastest time of Alonso. Yeah, I've got to be honest, as well as I'm being impeded on my flying lap. As well, Yuki, my own teammate, we've got that intense rivalry. Is getting in the way. To be honest, I did make a bit of a mistake here, doing my time here. Yeah, basically, yeah, it's last place. So there's a lot of work to be done in the sprint, but there's of course nothing to lose. I think I want an extra set of softs available, so I'm going to go on mediums. This may or may not backfire. I might not even get that set of softs, I don't know, so we'll see what we can do. Vibrant lights for a dry sprint race then, and away we go after a little bit of a hole from last on the grid. How hard can I climb? There's nothing to lose in this sprint, so I'm absolutely going to send it at turn 1 down the inside, of course, as is customary here. Has gone past, I think that's Sainz again with a poor qualifying. He really is having a poor time in that Ferrari. Everyone else seems to be on the soft sides. As Hulkenberg goes defensive at turn 4, I'm going to go around the outside as well. Have a look at Magnussen through turn 5. Nothing doing there as well. I've got to be patient to try and get past Magnussen. He's gone defensive. Hulkenberg's going to come back. Going to cut from left to right down the inside. Send it on Albon as well up to P12. That's a good start as well, because we started down in P20. Yeah, I didn't really want to go this wide, but I mean, you know, defence into attack and getting both Magnussen and Albon was very good there. As well, George Russell up at the front then set a new fastest lap, 1:11.9. I've cut off Albon. Now I'm look around the outside, turn the inside on Esteban Ocon, and that's up to P11 already on lap 2. As well, up at the front, George Russell does indeed lead this race then from Sergio Perez in the McLaren. Lewis Hamilton 3rd, and I believe that's Norris in 4th as well, not Verstappen, but don't quote me on that. As well, as I've been overtaken, I've lost DRS to Gasly. This is a bit of a problem with this car. This car just has so poor speed, but Ocon's been forced out. He's going to go side by side through turn 4, and he's been overtaken by Alex Albon, which I think it's not much better. I mean, you know, look, he's gone past. I think that the Williams is very fast and good in a straight line. It's a car that I did develop in season 1, so I mean, I should know what that car is partly capable of course. So we have had changes then as well as yes, Albon was blinking there at the end, so I'm able to get back down the inside turn 4 and tame P11 for now. But how much longer can I keep Albon at bay, to be honest? As well as a bit of tyre banging going between turn 1 between myself and my former team. I remember we crashed together here at the sprint race last year, and that is Sergio Perez taking the lead of the Brazilian Grand Prix sprint on the final lap, as well as I'm now coming under once again another attack by Albon, and again 6.5 seconds. Not great, to be honest. I think I need to lower some wings, and also use of the mediums might not be the best calls to make as well. So in the end, it's a miserable P11. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, 20th to 11th isn't bad, but I mean, you know, where we were, I could have done a bit. I felt I could have done a bit better as well. It was Verstappen, not Norris, excuse me, that was ahead there. Yuki finished down in P16, Sainz down in P17 as well. But yes, so we move then to the afternoon qualifying session, and well, I did lower my wings a bit, not by too much, to be honest, not to have a completely different setup, but I'm hoping for a better time here. And of course, it's dry as well, but that's so yes, because this is a sprint weekend, I didn't actually do a first lap. I wanted as many sets of softs as possible. I know this is a 35% race, but I didn't know if the softs would be available that I'd have. Excuse me, from the sprint. I wanted to save a set of softs for the race, because I don't know what's going to happen without rain. I want to do soft medium. I don't want to be on used softs. So my plan was to just do the one run on a set of softs, and then if necessary I have 2 sets of softs. Also means that I've got that up my sleeve potentially if there's a late safety car, because the mediums were dreadful and the softs clearly the better tyre to be on as well. So that was the plan, and I've talked through the entire lap. I apologise about that as well. I mean, it's a bog standard lap of Brazil, to be honest. Up to the line though, running out ERS, so that's something to be a little bit keep an eye on. And it's only enough P18. Oh dear. Leclerc is on pole this time. Piastri, Norris, Russell P7. So there's just the changes. P18. So there's a little bit of improvement there, but there's still a lot of work to be done. So I'll see what we can do for mating the grid. It's time for the race.
Welcome to where heroes and history are made. It's where the 2008 title was decided in the final corner, and just 1 year later, Jenson Button stormed through from 14th on the grid to claim his one and only Drivers' Championship. It's time then for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. It's an unusual anti-clockwise race here at Interlagos, where the Sao Paulo locals are packed into the grandstands at each of the 15 corners around this classic 2.7-mile circuit. 2 very fast sections bookend the famous and highly technical Sector 2, where getting a good run out of Yung Cao into one of 2 DRS zones will be key to any overtaking prospects today. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole, and Oscar Piastri completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Norris, Fernando Alonso, Hamilton, Verstappen, Russell, Sainz, Gasly, Perez, Tsunoda, Hülkenberg, Albon, Magnussen, Ocon, Stroll, Zhou, Phoenix, Bottas, and Teo Pourchaire. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. Welcome to the commentary box. I'm Alex Jakes. Alongside me is Anthony Davidson. Well, it's all about forgetting last time, because that was a bit of a shocker. How did they change the story today?
You've got to put it behind you. Whatever happened last time, I was always told as a driver, park it, forget about it. Obviously, feel the pain when it happens, but then you can't dwell on it and carry that through to the next race. So put it behind you and just crack on with this race coming your way now.
With some luck, we might just be able to work our way up the field, but we need a good start. Keep it clean, okay?
Thanks for those words of wisdom, Mark. Race strategy is going to be as one stop from medium soft, but there is rain coming. We don't know where that is. So bearing in mind that I want that option to extend the mediums to the rain period as well, and also if there's an early safety car, just get rid of this horrible tyre 5 red lights then for the Brazilian Grand Prix, and away we go. It's an okay start. Joe gets better off the line than I do as well. I'm going to start down the inside as well, again with a little bit of nothing to lose there. Try and get in front of Albon here. Yes, forcing wide through the ZRS. Thank you very much. Up to P13. Next up with Hulkenberg. Same as move as I did in the sprint. Around the outside turn 4. This time it's not. Excuse me, I don't know what's flying there as well, but that's a similar move. Now I'm going to try and make a move on Sonoda down the inside here. Double dive bomb again. This time on Sonoda and Perez up to P10. And that's a good move. Yes, this time I didn't have to defend as well. Don't know if there's a little bit of contact there between myself and Sergio Perez. I should point out graphic settings as we watch Norris and Piastri battle for P2. Piastri I think is going to lose out there. Leclerc's got a huge lead. I've turned particle settings on to low, so you should see some lockups by the way and stuff. So I just thought I'd mention that as well as a graphics change that I've made late in the day there as we watch. That was Hamilton getting past Alonso, but they're too busy battling amongst each other. And they've caused a train here. Remember what happened in Monza, where they just got stuck, the AI. And I think similar's happened here. So I'm going to send it on Gasly. And that I sent it on Gasly. That was a dive bomb and a half from absolutely way back. Look how far it is. That looks like a lunge, even from the off-board camera there as well. Yeah. So I mean, I'm up to P8 now. As well, so making good moves. Next up will be George Russell, and it's a similar move, but as well than I did on Gasly as well. There, excuse me, Alonso is on the medium tyres there. I'm now looking at Max Verstappen. I'm just going to send it down the inside turn 4. I mean, and I'll keep it on the track, unlike Max in real life. Up to P6. Next up is Lewis Hamilton, who's been really busy trying to fight Alonso here. I don't know whether or not the softs will go off as well. Will I have better tyres? I don't know. Whether they are using used softs as well, I don't know about that. That's something else to think about. But yes, Hamilton's still there on the inside as we go side by side up the hill. Thank you very much. I'm up to, all of a sudden, from being 18th, I'm P5. That's where the progress is going to stop. Alonso broke DRS, but Hamilton is going to thankfully lock up, and you know he's going to let me have that position back as well. Up the road, Oscar Piastri's having to go around the outside here, turn 4. Of Lando Norris. I don't know what that thing is on the exit of turn 4. If you do, then let me know in the comments below. But yeah, jump to lap 11, and well, Hamilton's in, so the AI are going to stop. It is getting cloudier, and there is rain coming, and we'll get to that. But first of all, Max Verstappen to go around the end of turn 4. Nothing doing there. Team radio from Mark.
Rain's a few lap outs yet, but it is coming, so be careful. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
So rain is imminent, and that gets me thinking, why make the extra stop? So yes, I've gone on to lap 14 already. I'm going to jump to lap 19. The rain has arrived. It has been a bit slow in arriving, and look at this. My rear tyres are dead, basically, and I'm sliding all the way, and that's Piastri. I mean, I'm going to try and get it around. DRS has just been disabled. In hindsight, I should have probably picked the lap before, you know, had an undercut, because now I'm going to probably be pitting on the same lap as the AI. They don't tend to do one more lap like they did in previous F1 games. Piastri and Leclerc, and I've lost out to both of them now as well. Russell's gone on. I think he's the only one to do so. The question is there a podium on the cards? Because that would be very good. You know, this was a gamble, as it paid off. 2.4 second stop, and I come out in what? It's P4, but I will be P3 because it is poor. It's starting to pour with rain. Russell will have absolutely no pace on those dry tyres. The question is though, we've got a rampant Lando Norris and Lewis Hamilton right behind me as well. As we move through the laps, Lando Norris has got a good run up the start-finish straight, but I cut him off. That was a naughty move for me. I held my hands up to that one as well. But Norris doesn't seem to have much delay. Remember, we've got the same engine in the back of both cars here. The upstairs management, Christian Horner and co, will not be happy with this as well. As we come through the final corner, Will Norris, he's got half a second to make up as well. He's making up time here. I'm going to use all the battery that I have. Will it be enough to hold off Norris? The gap's growing again. That should be enough. Thank you very much. It's 2 podiums in 3 races. That is a fantastic result. I was in the frame for P5 before the race, so I was up there, but P3 made it even better. You know, Alonso got away, Hamilton would probably undercut me, so I was probably on for P6, but in the end, P3 it is, a podium. I will definitely take that as well. Verstappen down in P10, that's a shocker for him as well. He must have got caught up, I think. Well, Russell, we know, went far too long on those slicks compared to everyone else, and paid the price with no points today. So Russell actually loses out. Verstappen actually gains points because Russell was P2 before this race. Now it's Leclerc, 46 points behind. Can anyone really catch Verstappen? I know he's been a bit mediocre the past few races, but that'll be interesting to see. Constructors wise, we're not too far behind Aston Martin. Never say never. There's 3 races to go. No sprints involved. So, but you know, if Yuki scores some points, then there's no reason why we can't catch Aston Martin for 5th place. That, I think, is the target for the remainder of this season. But Yuki's unhappy now that I'm beating him outright now, because we were joint on podiums, because he got a podium last time out in Singapore. Now, excuse me, I now have 2 podiums, he's 1. The race pace is up to 80 now, which is nice, because that's been lagging behind the others. In terms of recognition, we're still shy of the 60%, which is crucial because we need those aero upgrades on, you know, the front and rear downforce upgrade, excuse me, unlocked. Speaking of some rumours, Aston Martin, we already had a secret meeting with them earlier in the season. They're looking at making changes, but I think we've got a similar message from Elena, excuse me, last season, and they didn't change their lineup. So I'm interested to see if these driver market rumour emails actually provide anything or not. We'll have to wait and see. There's not long to wait until the end of the season. Yes, the next episode will be Portugal. That episode will be out next week, and then it's Vegas and Abu Dhabi to finish off as well. So all that is left, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, see plenty more F124 driver career mode videos as when they come out. As we head into season 3 in 2026 on this game, there will be some you know, even if there's no changes to the way the car with you know, excuse me, with the R&D. Obviously we've only got that one reset on the aero. I'll still be making some changes, you know, swapping the engines over. So there will be a little bit, at least, a bit of realism in there from changes in engine power manufacturers and teams to come. You'll have to wait and see what all that's going to look like in a few weeks' time. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. But until the next video then, I'll see you next time. Take care. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy your day. And goodbye.